Hello, you've caught me waiting. I hate waiting.
This is basically what I do in between Friday features. I sit on this sofa, plug my spinal cord into the USB charger hidden behind the picture of Joel there, and I wait for video games that have been announced but are still way off. You know the ones I mean, the ones they announce just to annoy you, where they're like, oh, look at this, look at the shiny thing, you want it, don't you? Well, you can have it in 5 years, lol.
Damn you, exciting video games that take a long time to make. If I had a soul, I would sell it right now, just so I could play you a little bit early. All 7 of these that I'm about to list.
First up, we've got Cyberpunk 2077, a sci-fi game that we're sort of assuming is going to be a big open-world RPG from Witcher developers CD Projekt Red. Now, this was first announced over 5 years ago with a beautiful CG teaser trailer, a glimpse of a soaking futurist cityscape, hints of an oppressive police state, more than a faint whiff of some kind of class divide between humans and androids. So far, so very Blade Runner. But purely the fact it's CD Projekt Red making this instantly sends my hypometer into quivering overdrive.
Then everything died down a bit. We didn't hear anything for ages, and we all went back to having Cyberpunk 2077 as this thing to be excited about, yes, but sometime in the future.
Then, on the 10th of January 2018, after not tweeting for over 4 years, the infamous beep came out of the official Cyberpunk Twitter account. A beep that has generated 19,000 retweets, 54,000 likes, and a fresh wave of fevered anticipation. Oh yes, that game, we all said to ourselves. I remember that. I remember getting ridiculously excited over a teaser trailer that told us very little about what the game was going to be about. Thank God I now have this detailed tweet with lots more information with which to justify my now insane levels of hype.
Honestly though, CD Projekt Red, please just take all the time you need with Cyberpunk 2077. Also, hurry up, please.
Next up, Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, I've done my waiting for this game, and I'd like it now, please. I know we've got a release window, officially 2018.
Please still be 2018.
But I'm not going to believe that until I'm actually holding the game in my hands and playing the damn thing. I've tried ignoring all the hype momentum this year, but when new trailers keep dropping and new worlds keep being announced, it's hard not to get swept up in it all. Tangled, Big Hero 6, Toy Story and Monsters Inc. are all confirmed new worlds. Plus, the scale of Kingdom Hearts has been massively upgraded when you compare Kingdom Hearts 3 to its predecessors. Each world is massive and explorable. Basically, you can jump around in them like this, which is going to make a huge difference when you remember how small and relatively self-contained the worlds of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 were.
Ultimately though, I just want to be back with Sora and Riku and Kairi and Donald and Goofy, you know. Not counting all the spin-offs, I've not been on a proper adventure with these guys for 12 years.
I've played 3 whole main entry Final Fantasy games in that time, Kingdom Hearts. 1 entire Song of Ice and Fire book has come out in that time. I've got married, got a puppy that's now a 6-year-old dog, had a baby who's now not a baby anymore. What I'm trying to say, Kingdom Hearts, is it's been a while, so just be good, please. Next up, we've got The Last of Us Part 2, which has to be on this list, seeing as it's the sequel to one of the greatest games of all time, made by a studio that just doesn't make anything less than immaculate, brilliant games. Even The Lost Legacy, originally a piece of DLC for Uncharted 4, turned out bigger, better and more beautiful than almost all other games on PS4, and that was just Naughty Dog having a bit of fun after rounding off Drake's adventures.
Also, have you seen the trailers for The Last of Us Part 2?
They look utterly ridiculous, especially the stomach flexy skin graphics on this bit, and the nose graphics on this bit. Look at the way her nose moves, oh my god!
Of all the things to be excited for in this trailer, I know the nose isn't like what everyone's hyped for, but seriously, it's properly like, bendy and everything.
I bet they've modelled the cartilage physics. I bet that was someone's job for like an entire month. Look at this flinch as well. The eye movements, the mouth, the creases in the characters' foreheads. I mean, yeah, I'm excited about the story too, and to see what happens next with Joel and Ellie. Obviously I am. But you know what I'm like? I'm obsessed with water graphics and fabric physics and hair, and now I'm obsessed with noses and stomachs. And these are the best noses and stomachs I've ever seen in a video game. Okay, number 4, Death Stranding. I want this now, of course I do, but I have to admit I'm sort of enjoying being excited about something I still know so very little about. I mean, all you need to know is that Hideo Kojima is making a game with the kind of creative freedom you get the feeling he hasn't really enjoyed for years. He's free of those Metal Gear shackles, and just look at the result. The Death Stranding trailer from TGS last year was one of the most mesmerising, terrifying and wonderful things I'd ever seen. And this from someone who thought his heart had long since withered away into apathetic, papery nothing.
I don't have a clue what's going on, I don't know what the gameplay is going to be like, and to be honest, I'm not wasting any of my time trying to decode or analyse anything I've seen on the game.
I have no theories, I've read no analyses or trailer breakdowns. I'm just enjoying the Death Stranding hype on a simple base level of, ooh, look at the weird things. Because I want to be surprised and wowed by this when it comes out. Sort of like how I felt when I first played Metal Gear Solid all those years ago. I want to be blown away by something. I want to be terrified and confused and immersed, and for Kojima to play loads of mind-bending tricks on me.
I want the best game ever made. That's all. Kojima Productions, just the best game ever made. Hurry up, yo.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is our penultimate entry this week, a game that's very likely going to be the biggest entertainment release of all time when it hits PS4 on October the 26th. That's right, a game on this list with an actual release date. And really, when you think about it, October is not that far away. We're already halfway towards E3, and from there the gaming calendar is basically a whirlwind of non-stop excitement until, before you know it, it's Christmas, and Red Dead 2 has already been out for 2 months, and everyone except Dave has got the platinum.
I say that, but at the same time, October the 26th sounds ages away.
In Red Dead Redemption 2, you control Arthur Morgan, an outlaw with a nice hat and a cool revolver, and spend your time galloping across that same beautiful, haunting open world as before, except it's now even more beautiful and haunting, thanks to it being an entire hardware generation later. You'll do the usual Rockstar things, meet eccentric characters, complete mad missions, do something questionable just for a trophy. But what's getting us even more excited this time is the online multiplayer portion of the game.
Everyone seems to have forgotten this was already brilliant in the original Red Dead Redemption, but this time it's going to be even better.
Mainly because of all the lessons Rockstar will undoubtedly have learned from the success of Grand Theft Auto Online. But also because leading an online posse about and being mean to all the other posses just sounds like endless, ludicrous fun. Also, I distinctly remember insisting I was the wagon driver back in the old Red Dead Redemption 1 days, and then when everyone was on board and ready to do a thing, I'd deliberately drive off the edge of a cliff. What a character I am! Come and be in my posse, everyone. Our final entry on this list of games I'd sell my soul for if it meant I could play them now is the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, I don't think anything will ever compare to that noise that went up from the crowd when this was announced at E3 2015. I've been to playoff finals at Wembley where my team has won, and not even that compared. It was the sound of disbelief more than anything. Elation and excitement, yes, but also disbelief that the thing we all wanted, the thing we'd posted about on forums for years without ever really believing it would happen, was actually happening.
It must be a CG movie. They're trolling us. It can't be a remake.
These were the things going through my head as the trailer played out in front of me. And then bang, remake. hits the screen and the theatre roof lands somewhere in downtown Los Angeles. Now, I know this is still a long time away. Like Cyberpunk 2077, I've managed to successfully lock my excitement away deep inside in a little drawer marked much, much later. But every so often, like right now, I like to open that drawer, have another little look at the trailer and the gameplay trailer they've since released, and get a little bit excited all over again. This is my #1 game of all time. My childhood favourite. These characters, this story, this world, they're everything to me. And the thought of returning to all those things fills me with an emotion somewhere beyond nostalgia that I can't quite articulate. I think it's the music that does it. It triggers something. A feeling of adventure and discovery that's intrinsic to Final Fantasy VII. So please, if there's anyone watching this who could potentially put me in cryostasis until Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out, that would be great. Because if this is going to be a Kingdom Hearts 3 style wait, I think it might actually kill me. I mean, you can tell from my voice, I'm nearly dead. Anyway, so there you have it, 7 games I'd sell my soul for if it meant I could play them right now. Let us know in the comments which games you just can't wait for any longer. Give us a like if you enjoyed the video, and join us again next week for another Friday feature. Thanks for watching.